What's good, CBT fam? Before y'all get into the video, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and that post notification bell to get notified every time I upload content. Peace. What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Boxing Talk. Colossal Boxing Talk is associated with Three Kings Boxing under the movement umbrella, and I am back with another video. Jermall Charlo, the new interim WBC middleweight champion, called out Gennady Golovkin last night. As you all know, Gennady Golovkin is the WBC middleweight champion. He has a fight against Vanes Martirosyan May 5th on HBO, where he will defend his WBC, WBA, and IBO middleweight titles. I don't think the IBF title will be on the line because of, the situation with his mandatory opponent. I can't even pronounce my man's name, but I don't think that title was going to be on the line because the IBF didn't approved that. They approved for him to fight Martirosyan, but not for his title to be at stake. But Jermall Charlo, who destroyed Hugo Centeno Jr. in 2 rounds last night, made it clear who he wants to fight next. And that guy is Triple G, Gennady Golovkin. It seems these guys have been on a collision course ever since Jermall Charlo moved up to middleweight last year. Jermall Charlo is the former IBF junior middleweight champion. He vacated that title to move up to 160. He knocked out Jorge Heelan in his first fight at middleweight, and last night was his second fight against Centeno Jr. And he got another knockout, moving his record to 27-0 with 21 knockouts. This is what he had to say last night in his post-fight interview with Jim Gray after his knockout. It's been an amazing journey to get here. I'm a 2-time world champion. Bring on GGG. I want that fight. I'm 27-0 with 21 knockouts. Everybody sees it. What more can I say? The networks and the teams can figure out how to get the Triple G fight done. I have the best manager in the world. This is what he's referring to Al Heyman. He also said, everybody has always avoided me, and from now on, this is how it's going to be. You see what you get. But anyway, will we ever see Jermall Charlo versus Gennady Golovkin? That is a fight I want to see. I want to see how Jermall Charlo deals with a guy who is on his level, how he deals with a guy who is accurate, who can cut the ring off, who's a precise and very good body puncher, who's a strong puncher in general, who has a good chin and a great jab. I want to see how Jermall deals with that. I also want to see how Gennady Golovkin deals with a guy who's explosive, athletic, powerful. Yes, Daniel Jacobs, explosive, powerful, athletic. But I think that Jermall Charlo is a better athlete than Daniel Jacobs. I think he's a slightly harder puncher than Daniel Jacobs. I think Daniel Jacobs is a better fighter. But I believe that at middleweight, Jermall's power is more effective than Daniel Jacobs. As crazy as it may seem, he's been fighting his whole career at middleweight. Jacobs has, but still. Power of Jermall Charlo is there, is evident. That right hand is something else. I still like to see him, continue to work behind that jab, and become a more well-rounded fighter. But he's definitely improving under Ronnie Shields, and the time is now. He's 27 years old. He's fought Julian J. Rock Williams. I think he fought Cornelius Bundress. He's fought Austin Trout. So he has some good names and good fighters on his resume. But he wants to become elite. The Lions Only moniker by him and his brother. He wants to make himself and his brother in that brand bigger. He wants to be a legend. And I think that they should fight. Of course, there's a lot of politics. There's a lot of things that have to happen in order to get a fight between Golovkin and Charlo finalized. First off, it's no guarantee that Golovkin will beat Martirosyan. Yes, I know he's highly favored and probably will win. But still, this is boxing. We got to remind ourselves that. And this is a switch of opponent on short notice. Although Martirosyan hasn't been in the ring in 2 years, Martirosyan is a very skilled fighter. But he's probably going to get his ass beat. But still, crazy shit has happened in boxing in years past. Also, one fighter is on Showtime, one fighter is on HBO. And Al Heyman would have to get with the powers that be at HBO and come to an agreement on money and everything, because that's one of the reasons why HBO, I guess, apparently stopped doing business with Al Heyman, because they felt that they were getting robbed and felt that, they were overpaying his fighters for some of the matchups that they were getting. But money shouldn't be an issue, honestly, in this fight because this is a huge fight. This is an important, vital fight at middleweight. But you also got Canelo Alvarez out there, and I'm gonna do a video later talking about how Gennady Golovkin says he's willing to, be randomly drug tested from May to September for Canelo Alvarez. So that rematch between Alvarez still lingers over the head of Golovkin, which, of course, that's a big money fight. The biggest money he has made in his career. In the first fight was with Alvarez was a huge money maker. The rematch was gonna be huge, and now with this controversy of Canelo Alvarez failing, drug tests for clenbuterol can make it even bigger. They probably have to negotiate a little bit. Plus all the other legal shit that they may sue Canelo and shit like that. That fight is going to happen. That's the fight that's going to happen next. So after that, can we please get Jermall Charlo versus Gennady Golovkin? I would love for that fight to happen because this is a fight that has fireworks written all over it. I can see multiple knockdowns. Yes, Gennady Golovkin hasn't been knocked down or really hurt throughout his career, but he also hasn't been punched by a youthful, athletic, explosive, or extremely hard puncher, like Jermall Charlo. Daniel Jacobs hit him hard, but I believe, like I said, Jermall Charlo has bricks in his fist, and I think he hits harder than Daniel Jacobs. And I think that can test Golovkin, who's up there in age now. I think he was, 35 years old. So I think the fight should happen. I doubt that it ever does happen because there's just too much, at stake for Golovkin. Plus, he's trying to, get back with, Alvarez. And then Billy Joe Saunders has made it clear that he would like to fight Gennady Golovkin. And you already know my stance. If that is indeed the situation between both camps, undisputed unification bouts should take precedent over mandatories. It doesn't matter who the fighter is. It doesn't matter how bad we want to see the fight. If Billy Joe Saunders and Frank Warren are serious about fighting Gennady Golovkin, and Gennady Golovkin wins against Vanes Martirosyan, and if he goes through with the rematch with Canelo Alvarez and wins that, and later on December, they say, hey, we're going to fight, then Jermall Charlo would have to wait. But then Jermall Charlo should get his shot at whoever the winner of, Billy Joe Saunders, Gennady Golovkin is. Because he's the mandatory, he shouldn't have to wait, and he's going to be risking his status each time he fights. But that's just a lot of shit that everybody got to get through to get to a Jermall Charlo Gennady Golovkin fight. Unfortunately, I doubt that Jermall Charlo will be able to get Gennady Golovkin in the ring. Not because Gennady Golovkin himself is scared. Maybe Tom Loeffler, Abel Sanchez sees how tough, how dangerous, how much of a threat he is to agent Gennady Golovkin and said, hold on, Triple G. Let's continue to kind of swerve. Let's unify this division and then maybe go up to 168 for a few fights against some favorable matchup styles and call it a career. Because Abel Sanchez has already been on the record saying that, what has Jermall Charlo done to earn a Gennady Golovkin fight? So that tells you right there, he doesn't want that fight. He doesn't like that fight. It kind of reminds me of Freddie Roach saying that, what has Terrence Crawford done to, get a fight with Manny Pacquiao? I'm nervous about that fight. So saying it's similar, different, but it's very similar. So I don't know, how it's going to play out. I highly doubt that we'll see Charlo versus Golovkin at all. Definitely anytime soon. So we'll have to see. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Do what I told you to do in the beginning of the video. Shout out to the movement and everybody that's moving with us. Head over to 3kingsboxing.com for your latest, greatest boxing news, unfiltered, unbiased, reported the way it should be. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, we know we knock 'em down. You know we knock 'em down.